Hi, Fire Signs. Welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with ourselves first, okay? So you can have a healthy relationship outside of yourself. So you can manifest for your intuition, your psychic gifts. Maybe you're looking at a choice of 3 nurturing women, or you're looking at a Queen of Cups, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces woman, or someone very nurturing. Someone that's looking at their feelings, the life of looking at their cup of life or the cup of love. Maybe you're watching this person when it comes to decision. Maybe fire signs, you're waiting for a new project, or maybe you're looking for a situation where you're waiting for your results to come in by making the right choice when it comes to maybe looking behind the back of a lovable person, someone that's quite intuitive. Maybe you're trying to make a decision. Now you're looking at a pathway when it comes to maybe a decision, a clarity. Maybe you feel your purpose. Maybe you feel there's a purpose. There's a reason why there's lovable persons in your life, maybe. Or maybe you're looking at your mother figure. Or looking at your mother on your path when it comes to decision. Alright? Maybe just looking at this nurturing, healing, supportive person. Could be an advisor when it comes to your feelings, your emotions. Queen of Cups, you could be thinking about fire signs when it comes to a pathway. When it comes to the courage, the abilities of maybe this loving woman. When it comes to maybe being very active with their emotions. Even though maybe they're healing. You see, the person is very ambitious. So maybe you're exploring a Two of Cup. Maybe you're looking at a Two of Cup, made a decision about a Two of Cup, the wounded warrior, fire signs. Maybe you feel very wounded, very burnt out. Because now you're looking at someone very loving, someone very nurturing, very psychic, very intuitive. Maybe you're looking at the possibilities of relaxing your emotions and allowing the power of the universe to work within your life when it comes to your emotions. So you can take a leap of faith, fresh hopes. Use your intuition, your psychic gift. You can make many shifts. All right. You could just bring in the energy of a Queen of Cups, your feminine energy. All right. Or you just think about Queen of Cups on your pathway. You think about a new pathway, new adventure, new beginning. Because now we're looking at a pathway when it comes to stability. Maybe you feel like you can plant a legacy with this person. Maybe looking at the risk first. Something's pulling you though. It feels like something's pulling you. Maybe you think this person's loyal. They go through they do their options or decisions from sincere feelings. Maybe you look at this person that has no baggage, no expectation. You don't think this is a karmic person. You think this is a loving person. Maybe you have this insight, the energy, the actions of looking at this person. Maybe you want to send a loving letter to someone. You made that decision. Maybe you got clarity about a foundation. Maybe you got a crush, a secret crush on someone. Maybe you're trying to make a decision of how to go about things. Because it seems like you're calling someone. Maybe you're calling in your Two of Cups, fire signs. Maybe you feel telepathically connected to someone. Maybe you looked into someone's eyes and fell in love with their soul. So you're looking at being honest, innocent, purity, sharing the cup of love, because it's a cup of life. When it looking into your eyes and fall in love with your soul, I feel like I got a calling from the soul of the self. I feel like an horizon coming. You could be single, making a decision when it comes to being more self-sufficient. Or maybe you're thinking of a single earth sign person in a partnership. Maybe you see the purpose of maybe a Sagittarius person, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, or a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person taking that leap of faith to create new pathways. Maybe looking at the inside of maybe 3 different people. So now you're looking at maybe someone very self-sufficient when it comes to self-reflection. Maybe you feel this person is like-minded like you, maybe. When it comes to self-sufficiency, being independent. Now you're thinking, back on thinking. Maybe you think about a legacy when it comes to Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Maybe you think about a partnership when it comes to the tree of life. Maybe you're just in your thoughts, fire signs. When it comes to your legacy, in your thoughts about telepathic communication. Maybe you feel wounded because you're looking for healthy boundaries because there seems to be a burden that you're carrying. You could be an artist, or your burdens could be about an artist. Maybe something happened in 2011, 2026. Maybe you was engaged or engraving or maybe looking at modeling. Maybe something happened between 2011 and 2014. Something with graphic designing, maybe public house, King of Wands. Maybe looking King of Wands, fire signs. Maybe you're looking about the connections between heaven and earth. Because you're looking at maybe stability, or you're looking at a King of Pentacles. When it comes to reunions or third party person, when it comes to a project. Maybe you're looking at deception, illusion. You've got to use your intuition, fire signs. You've got the strength to do so, to have a different perspective about an anxiety. When it comes to your wheel of fortune or a karmic debt, you feel like when it comes to your destiny, you feel like you missed an opportunity with an earth angel. Maybe you got a wish fulfillment about a letter or lifestyle, but it seems to be a heartbreak. When it comes to maybe fame, recognition, seems to be justice here for you, my darlings. When it comes to equal give and take at work. Now you're looking at maybe you feel trapped at work when it comes to balancing or juggling. When it comes to the blessing of love. Maybe you're looking happy ever after. Maybe you're thinking, Queen of Wands, about a backstab. When it comes to maybe completing one or two ends, gone within yourself. Looking at unrequited love. Maybe you're healing or thinking about curious person when it comes to maybe stagnations. Maybe someone's fighting, lying, stealing, cheating, bullying. Maybe someone's exposing that. Maybe you think about a Leo person when it comes to stand up your belief, when it comes to the Empress. Maybe you feel you've been guided by the Empress. Maybe you thought the lover was a Taurus person that's looking for an ending. Maybe you're ending a lie with a Taurus person, a Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces person, or a Cancer person. Maybe you're walking away from these people because there seems to be a regret, a loss when it comes to holding on to possessions. Maybe you feel left out in the cold by Queen of Swords, and because she's got the truth about monetary matters when it comes to maybe stability with a Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you're researching when it comes to what you sow is what you reap, when it comes to your options with the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe it's a bit of a difficult situation, moving. Now you got insight of your tower coming down. Maybe you built a false tower, fire signs. Fire signs, fire babies. You are the inspiration. You're born to love. Use your intuition. That's the power of, that's the lesson of power. Your intuition, okay? Fire signs. Maybe you're thinking about a very loving, nurturing person. Maybe some of you looking at maybe a mother of your child or your mother, or just a nurturing, healing person that looks at the cup of life. Maybe you have a feeling that maybe into me I feel that desire, because into me I feel I'm in a Two of Cup connection. Maybe you have a purpose, or you see this purpose on your pathway when it comes to happily ever after with someone very loving. Maybe you feel like you want 2 children, some of you, or you have 2 children. Maybe looking at God's cup of love on your pathway. You're looking at your right energy, intentions, and action to bring in, to call in your soulmate. Hey, judgment. You're under judgment, maybe because of an earth sign person at work when it comes to God's Two of Cups. We can see you're doubling it up in your, maybe you both, your counterpart, both has a decision to look at both of you, looking at each other. When it comes to the soul of the self, write your dreams down, fire signs, because now you're looking at the cup of love, handed by good. Maybe trying to make a decision, both soulmates, so write your dreams down when it comes to the cup of love, all right? Maybe you could be from England, but someone looks like they've got very cold shoulders, maybe. Because everyone's called in it when everyone answers, so please use your intuition. Maybe you're having that judgment to be single, because fire signs, maybe you're manifesting. When it comes to the King and Queen of Cups, maybe you're manifesting your soulmate to work with, collaboration. Maybe you're looking at the manipulation from a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Or you're looking at manifestation when it comes to leaving a legacy as a King and Queen of Cups. Okay? Maybe you feel like you've called in your soulmate. So now you feel like you're manifesting a new beginning, new babies, new relationships. Because now there seems to be a decision you need to make. Maybe you've got divided loyalty, fire signs. Or there's a decision you've got to make, maybe with a Libra person. When it comes to home, maybe you feel like you got victory over a dark entity when it comes to someone's lifestyle. Maybe you're making changes when it comes to calmer waters with your emotions after regret when it comes to karmic cycle. You're going towards your purpose. Just keep correcting your flaws, walking in love, talking in truth, because you are the Holy Grail, fire signs, all right? Remember, you can take all your possibilities, okay, and relax within your emotions and allow the power of the universe to work through you, because it looks like you're going for a tower moment. Maybe you've got a love letter or a letter, or you've got a sparkling idea, but you've got to get rid of one foundation to get rid of another, or you're shocked about God giving you a blessing of love. You are a blessing of love, fire signs. So now maybe someone's shocked that you're single and looking at your creative ideas, new creative ideas, independent. Maybe you're autonomous who decided to do that to bring in more of your financial wealth. Hey, to bring in your financial wealth. Maybe you're using the intuition. All right, now you look at the angels of inspiration. Maybe you're listening to your inner voice. Pay attention to your own inner details when it comes to within you. Maybe you're working on manifesting. Manifesting requires you to use all 4 elements of the earth, but you leave your heart open. All right, because heart is the seat of the soul. You could be looking or thinking of a King of Wands when it comes to intuition. Maybe it went into a third-party person, because now you look at 4 of Cups. Maybe it was too much overindulgence, gossiping from a third-party person when it comes to malicious talking. Maybe you think about a Cancer person when it comes to a project. Maybe you got victory and you're happy about your 2 of Cups. You've gone within and seen the truth, your wish fulfillment. Maybe a Gemini person. Maybe you got insight about a karmic cycle. Maybe you're in regret with maybe a Aquarius person. Maybe you want a blunt talking in these messages about a demonic person on your pathway in your home. Maybe looking at soulmates, twin flame connections. Maybe you're following on your beliefs, because now you're looking at a lie, which is a burden about unrequited love. When it comes to your feelings, you're holding on maybe to your feelings because it seems to be a battle. When it comes to a Cancer person or a Capricorn person or Aquarius person, maybe looking at a King of Swords with a different perspective, looking at God with a different perspective. Maybe looking into your own strength when it comes to your own inner conflict, or maybe you've got a conflict with a higher priestess, because into me I feel. Maybe you're investing in a Taurus person, because now you see a King of Pentacles with the truth. When it comes to the internet, maybe someone's looking at a life more ending, a heartbreak, because the Queen of Pentacles is juggling at work. Maybe you feel like you was given lots of donations and investments. Now you've got to have healthier boundaries with your options, because justice is here. You could be going for a legal battle with a Queen of Pentacles to bring in healing. Maybe you're thinking about Aquarius person, the Earth Angel, taking a leap of faith. Maybe you're thinking about the Emperor. Or maybe you're thinking about maybe donations going to a Taurus person needs to be blocked, or you block the Empress for a third-party person. Now maybe you're worried about an adventure, working on reliability, got the willpower to be single. Maybe looking at a Queen of Cups and a King of Cups. Maybe you feel Aquarius person is your Queen of Cups. You've been guided to look at creative ideas. But you're looking at Queen of Wands, looking at stagnation. Fire signs, you're looking at maybe happily ever after with a very loving person, very nurturing. Maybe you're getting advice, but maybe you're looking at a transformation or ending with a Queen of Cups. When it comes to happily ever after, there was stuck emotions, or you want to end a stuck situation. With some of you looking at Queen of Cups, that's Aquarius person. Maybe you'll start thinking about Aquarius person when it comes to an ending of a happily ever after, or every ending has a new beginning regardless. Some of you could be ending with a Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, because it seems to be split decision, split loyalty when it comes to maybe someone very nurturing. Maybe you're looking at your counterpart. So some of you looking at walking away, maybe from a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, to do your own self-discovery when it comes to your own independent wealth, when it comes to your wishes coming true. You look at your own material abundance when it comes to good health, good wealth, because you look at your own judgment when it comes to maybe a Taurus person, when it comes to giving donation to a Taurus person, a third-party person you're working with under manipulation. Somebody went against their better judgment and went to a Taurus person. They made that decision to work when it comes to independent wealth, but it was a manipulation. Now you're maybe looking at a single person at work when it comes to a 2 of Cups. Maybe you'll think about manifesting, because now you're looking at manifesting to invest in your own, leaving a legacy. But there seems to be manipulation of giving money and working to a Taurus person. Maybe that's your soulmate. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. That's how you feel, isn't it? We're looking at working on investing. In manifesting a 2 of cup. Because now you've got a 2 of cup. Some of you have a 2 of cup of an air sign person, Aquarius person, or a Libra person. Every ending is a new beginning. Maybe someone's manipulated to think maybe someone was their soulmate, a Taurus or a Capricorn person. So they're under God's judgment, an earth sign family. When it comes to Sagittarius on this pathway with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, getting away of God's love, and that's the truth maybe for some of you. Now you look at a tower moment, it was a fake foundation. Somebody didn't use their intuition, went against their better judgment, and they built a tower with the devil. So now we understand maybe there's a shock when it comes to a love choice, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Maybe someone walked away from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. They made that decision to give donations or help, assistance for a Taurus or a Capricorn person at work. So they invested in manipulation. So now maybe someone's sitting on their investments, inheritance. Maybe they think about the King and Queen of Cups, a King and Queen of Wands, a counterpart maybe. In a 2 of Cups, it could be an Aquarius person or a Libra person or a Gemini person. Someone's thinking of building a new foundation with maybe a Gemini person, or maybe someone's writing a letter or looking at a sparkling idea with a love choice. Now you look at your choices when it comes to a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Look at a judgment. God's under judgment when it comes to maybe a Cancer person, your feelings, when it comes to wish fulfillment. This seems to be a wish fulfillment for manipulation at work when it comes to manipulating God's 2 of Cups. Can I look at the earth sign family, or looking at your inheritance, your leaving? Maybe you're happy, Leo. Maybe you're a Leo person happy, blending your emotions with Aquarius person. Maybe took that leap of faith, maybe to block an earth sign person. But now you're looking at the Emperor, is thinking about the Empress. Aquarius person. Aquarius person. Someone you feel like you're there today, gone tomorrow. Maybe you feel like you're working on your feelings of like abandonment issues. It takes time. Because now you're looking at the King and Queen of Cups. Maybe single, having that willpower with the Queen of Swords. Spiritually being guided by God. Just have faith in yourself, fire signs, okay? And your intuition. You are the lesson of power. Some of you looking at trying to stay afloat when it comes to your finances. Maybe looking at a personal journey. Doing your soul journey is a personal journey anyway, to bring about transformation when it comes to health and wealth. I can see victory for some of you. And I can see fire signs. You are the lizard. You are the visionary. You look at the conscious efforts that yield big results. All right. We look at expansions. Maybe you feel like you're not seeing something clearly, or someone's not telling you the truth, or you're refusing to tell the truth, or someone refusing to acknowledge the truth. So someone is hiding the truth, basically. We're looking at, in the end, you've got the happiest deck card in the deck, happiness. All right. Maybe because you're looking at an earth angel, or blending your emotions when it comes to the passage of dark, light, yin, yang, up, down. All right. Remember, fire signs, walk in love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.